So today I want to talk about not being stuck in the middle when you do your day-to-day life. I'll give you an example. All day, every day, I'm in the concrete jungle in Toronto. I'm always half focused on something and half on my phone, right? You're never fully just present with what's in front of you, and you're never really absorbed in deep thought. I feel like we're always kind of operating in the middle of we're thinking about things, but we're also doing something. We're always kind of in this inertia. So I did something that I usually make fun of my dad for doing is I went for brunch completely by myself on a Sunday. I also got out of the city and found a little bit of wilderness, although there isn't a whole lot in Toronto, but I think this is the best it's gonna get. And I had brunch by myself. I remember just sitting there, like literally doing nothing. I was just sitting there like those creepy old guys you see at the bar, and I was just observing things. And I actually found it to be a really fruitful experience because a couple things that that I observed and that happened that for some reason was not really a thing there is I noticed this bag. Someone had forgot their bag literally next to their seat, and you know, doing nothing and looking around, I saw it and I told the server, hey, I think someone forgot their bag. And the server's like, wow, you know what? I think that's been there for a really long time. It's from probably one of our regulars. You have an amazing eye. I was just thinking, what do you mean? I mean, it's just something that literally was just sitting there. So it got me thinking that I think we're all stuck in this sort of midpoint in life. We're not ever really truly present to what's around us. And you wonder, that bag could have been yours. But we're so distracted and forgetting things that people just aren't focused on what's around us. You know, I also saw these Christmas tree lights, very subtle, that were kind of around the restaurant, around this sort of like Christmassy sort of pine decoration. And I actually didn't notice them until I really started to look at the decoration. And since it was light out, they started to kind of glimmer. So again, like these little trivial things that, you know, are there, and I would have never observed. If I was with someone or just doing what I do normally, surfing online, going on Instagram, I would have never seen them. So it makes me wonder how many things that are like clearly in plain sight of us are being unobserved or just being lost. And as you know, the world accelerates, and as we get busier and busier, think about other things that you're just no longer noticing. And some of those things won't actually really matter that much, but some things will. So today was kind of a wake-up call around how often am I getting out of my inertia of living life in the middle and being utterly present with trivial things around me that might actually be valuable. And lastly, is I actually read an article that my dad sent to me maybe half a year ago. Really amazing article about you know, how technology is basically centralizing power in what can be more further dictators in the future. Anyways, one of those very deep thinking articles that I had zero time to even think about until I was literally sitting there doing nothing, having brunch by myself. So I want you to think about, what are you doing to not be stuck in the inertia of being in the middle of life? Being half present with what's around you and half on your phone or half talking to someone. When you completely focus on what's around you because you're utterly bored and there's nothing to do because you're disconnected, and how often do you completely engross yourself in a deep thought or a deep article that might make you look at things a little bit differently? I don't really do it. Every time I do it, I never regret it. So that's a bit of my thoughts on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. And you know, hopefully that's something that provokes some action in you. And especially as we get into the new year and we start to kind of reflect on 2018. All right, that is it for today. Thanks for watching. Look, leave a comment if anything sparked your interest. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you get alerted every time there's a new episode. I will catch you in the next one. Real.